Unlike the UK and the United States, several European nations have implemented stringent policies to curb immigration in a determined effort to safeguard their national assets and preserve economic stability. In today's video, we delve into 14 European countries that have decisively closed their doors to large-scale immigration. Number 14. Bulgaria. Nestled in Southeast Europe, Bulgaria is a land rich in history and breathtaking landscapes, including the famed Black Sea coastline. With a population of approximately 6.8 million, the nation adopts a resolute stance on immigration. Over the years, Bulgaria has grappled with migrant challenges, particularly from Syria and Afghanistan, as part of the broader European migrant crisis. In 2020, the country hosted about 990,000 immigrants, representing a mere 1.3% of its population. However, these figures are subject to fluctuations influenced by dynamic policies and EU agreements. The Bulgarian government has fortified its borders, erecting a barrier along the Turkish frontier to thwart unauthorized crossings. This is bolstered by enhanced security measures and one of the EU's lowest asylum acceptance rates. Parties such as the Bulgarian National Movement, VMRO, have vocally championed anti-immigration policies, advocating tighter border controls. These robust actions have markedly curtailed migrant inflows, cementing Bulgaria's reputation as one of Europe's most stringent enforcers of immigration policy. Number 13. Lithuania. A Baltic gem with a population of 2.8 million, Lithuania is renowned for its vibrant cultural heritage and rapidly modernizing economy. Its geographical location as a gateway to the EU has made it a key entry point for migrants, particularly from Belarus and Russia. Following the 2021 migrant crisis fueled by political tensions with Belarus, Lithuania enacted aggressive countermeasures. Immigrants constituted 6.2% of the population in 2021, but recent policies have led to a steep decline. A controversial pushback strategy rejects asylum applications from individuals crossing borders illegally. Additionally, fortified barriers and increased military oversight along its borders have significantly reduced migrant entries. Parties like the Homeland Union have been instrumental in advocating these policies, asserting that they are vital for protecting national sovereignty and stability. Although divisive, these measures have bolstered Lithuania's immigration defenses. Number 12. Latvia. This picturesque Baltic nation of 1.8 million residents, known for its lush forests and medieval charm, has steadily tightened its immigration stance. Although immigrants account for 11% of the population, most are from former Soviet states rather than the broader global migrant crisis. In recent years, Latvia has imposed policies aimed at curbing the acceptance of migrants from the Middle East and Africa, citing national security concerns. Landmark legislation enacted in 2022 streamlined the deportation process for undocumented immigrants and restricted asylum applications. Political entities like the Latvian National Alliance spearhead these efforts, advocating fortified borders and enhanced surveillance. These policies, alongside barriers constructed during the 2021 Belarus crisis, have significantly curtailed illegal entries, reinforcing Latvia's strict immigration framework. If you're enjoying this content and want to stay updated with more in-depth explorations like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Now, let's dive back into the topic. Number 11. Slovakia. Situated in Central Europe, Slovakia boasts stunning mountain ranges like the High Tatras and a rich cultural heritage. With a population of 5.4 million, immigrants represent only 2.9% of the demographic makeup. The nation has witnessed a dramatic decline in its immigrant population since 2015, attributed to progressively restrictive immigration laws. Slovakia has minimized asylum approvals, enhanced deportation protocols, and prioritized border security, investing in advanced surveillance systems along its eastern frontiers. Slovakia aligns with neighboring Central European countries in rejecting EU refugee quotas. Nationalistic political forces, including the Slovak National Party, have ardently promoted measures aimed at preserving Slovakia's cultural fabric and limiting foreign influence. Number 10. Czech Republic. Home to historic Prague and a globally celebrated beer culture, the Czech Republic has a population of 10.7 million, with immigrants comprising 6.4%. Immigration has been tightly regulated since 2015 when the country hosted 450,000 migrants, primarily from Ukraine, Slovakia, and Vietnam. In recent years, stricter border controls and revised asylum laws have curtailed non-EU immigration. Notably, government policies prioritize local employment opportunities over migrant labor, disincentivizing illegal immigration. Parties like the Freedom and Direct Democracy movement have championed these measures, emphasizing national interests. The Czech Republic collaborates with neighboring nations to streamline border security, making it one of the least accessible destinations for asylum seekers. Number 9. Slovenia. Renowned for its serene lakes, majestic mountains, and medieval towns, Slovenia has a population of just over 2 million. The nation has adopted an increasingly rigid immigration stance since the 2015 European refugee crisis, during which 50,000 migrants traversed its borders. Today, immigrants account for 12% of Slovenia's population, a figure maintained through stringent immigration laws. The government has expedited deportations, partnered with the EU's Frontex agency, and fortified its southern borders with Croatia. The Slovenian Democratic Party has been at the forefront of advocating these measures, emphasizing cultural preservation and economic stability. Number 8. Germany. As Europe's economic powerhouse, Germany boasts a population exceeding 83 million, with immigrants representing 12.5%. While Germany initially welcomed over 1 million refugees during the 2015 crisis, it has since refined its policies to manage migration. Recent years have seen a focus on skilled immigration while tightening asylum processes. Enhanced deportation protocols and collaboration with EU initiatives have underscored Germany's commitment to controlled migration. Number 7. Sweden. Sweden, celebrated for its awe-inspiring landscapes and unparalleled quality of life, boasts a population of approximately 10.5 million. Immigrants now account for over 20% of its residents, driven by significant arrivals in recent years from nations such as Syria, Iraq, and Somalia. In 2015, Sweden was recognized as one of Europe's most welcoming countries, opening its borders to over 160,000 refugees during the peak of the migrant crisis. However, the nation has since pivoted towards a more restrictive immigration framework. The Swedish government has implemented a stringent immigration policy that emphasizes admitting skilled workers while tightening asylum regulations. Deportations have risen sharply, with over 5,000 individuals removed in the past year alone for failing to meet residency or asylum standards. This shift reflects growing concerns over national security and the strain on Sweden's welfare system, which has faced challenges in accommodating the burgeoning migrant population. Political movements, notably the Sweden Democrats, have amplified calls for fortified borders and stricter immigration laws. Number 6. France. France, a nation of approximately 68 million, holds a prominent position in European politics, culture, and migration. Immigrants now constitute about 10% of its population, primarily hailing from North African countries such as Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia, reflecting its colonial history. Immigration remains a polarizing issue in France. In 2023, the government introduced sweeping reforms aimed at balancing economic needs and national security. These changes include promoting skilled immigration to address labor shortages in industries like healthcare and construction while simultaneously tightening asylum protocols. The revised policies have expedited asylum application processing, but they come with heightened scrutiny and stricter measures for rejected applicants. Deportations have surged, particularly targeting individuals associated with illegal activities or deemed security risks. France continues to grapple with challenges related to the integration of its immigrant communities, including unemployment and social tensions in certain areas. The nation's steadfast commitment to secularism, epitomized by the ban on religious symbols like the hijab in public schools, has ignited debates over cultural assimilation versus religious freedom. In response to increasing migration from Africa and the Middle East, France has reinforced border controls, working closely with EU partners to enhance surveillance and security measures. Number 5. Denmark. Denmark, home to 5.8 million residents, is celebrated for its high living standards and progressive social policies. Immigrants, primarily from Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, make up roughly 10% of Denmark's population. In 2022, the Danish government enacted one of Europe's most controversial immigration laws, permitting asylum seekers to be relocated to third countries, such as Rwanda, while their applications are processed. This policy aims to deter asylum applications and reduce refugee inflows. Denmark has also tightened its residency requirements, mandating proficiency in the Danish language and evidence of financial self-reliance. Integration remains a pivotal challenge, with immigrants often encountering barriers in accessing employment and social services. The rise of far-right political movements has amplified calls for more restrictive measures, including heightened deportations, particularly for immigrants involved in criminal activities. Denmark's immigration stance underscores its prioritization of national identity and societal cohesion. Number 4. Austria. Austria, a picturesque Central European nation with a population of 9 million, has long served as a migration crossroads between East and West. In 2023, immigrants made up roughly 17% of Austria's population, with many originating from Turkey, Germany, and Balkan nations. The country's immigration policies have been profoundly influenced by the 2015 refugee crisis, during which Austria saw a massive influx of asylum seekers from Syria and Afghanistan. In response, Austria has fortified its borders and enacted strict asylum laws to regulate migrant flows. Recent measures include more robust deportation protocols for rejected asylum seekers and expanded collaborations with neighboring countries such as Hungary and Slovenia to enhance border security. Number 3. Italy. Italy, with a population of approximately 60 million, has long been a favored destination for migrants, given its strategic location and rich cultural heritage. Immigrants, who make up about 10% of the population, often arrive from Romania, Albania, Morocco, and sub-Saharan Africa, filling essential labor roles in agriculture, domestic work, and construction. The nation has faced significant challenges, particularly during the 2015 migrant crisis, which brought hundreds of thousands of refugees by sea from Libya. To address this, Italy has partnered with the EU and Libyan authorities to curb maritime migration, despite criticisms over human rights concerns. Under recent right-wing leadership, Italy has introduced stricter immigration controls, expedited deportations, and reinforced border security measures. Public sentiment remains divided, with some appreciating the economic contributions of immigrants, while others voice concerns over job competition and cultural integration. Number 2. Poland. Poland, with a population of around 38 million, has experienced a dramatic shift in migration dynamics. Historically a country of emigration, Poland has recently seen an influx of immigrants, particularly Ukrainian and Belarusian workers, who now constitute 2–3% of the population. In 2022, Poland opened its borders to over 1.5 million Ukrainian refugees, the largest such influx in its history, following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. While many refugees have contributed to Poland's economy, particularly in construction and seasonal work, the surge has also sparked concerns over wage competition and job displacement. Number 1. Hungary. Hungary, home to 9.6 million people, has adopted an uncompromising stance on immigration under Prime Minister Viktor Orban's leadership. Immigrants, primarily from Romania, Ukraine, and Serbia, make up less than 2% of the population. Orban's administration has implemented some of Europe's most stringent immigration policies, including the construction of razor wire fences along Hungary's southern borders and the criminalization of assisting undocumented migrants. Hungary has also opted out of the EU's refugee resettlement program, citing the need to safeguard its Christian identity and national security. Public opinion strongly supports these measures, with many Hungarians viewing mass immigration as a cultural and security threat. The government has launched widespread campaigns linking migration to terrorism and crime, reinforcing its hard-line approach despite criticism from international human rights organizations.